Ruby, she absolutely killed it this episode. If you are not watching the newest era of Doctor Who, you're really missing out. That's it, I said it, I'll be real with you. No, not every Doctor Who episode is perfect, but you get some really sick bangers, and I just think this story is building to something so fun and new. If you're not watching it, you're missing out on great, unique storytelling. Hello and welcome back to Theories by T. I'm Terrell, and I'm gonna be giving you my thoughts on the latest Doctor Who episode, 73 Yards. Huge spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, leave a like, subscribe, and then come back and watch this later. I really did think them giving us a Dr. Light episode so early in the season would be a huge mistake, but Millie Gibson carried in terms of acting performance. As a premise, this was brilliant, mind-bending, and the suspense was killing me. Doctor Who is a show that really does understand that the scariest thing to us as viewers is the fear of the unknown. I'll be so real with you, when I heard that they were casting an 18-year-old as the newest companion on Doctor Who, I know companions tend to lean generally young, but this one I was like, okay, she could be good, but I feel like I'll take her a season or two to really give us a solid, solo performance, one that I go, damn, that's a good actor. But no, they wasted no time. This is like her 5th episode in the entire show, and she absolutely killed it. Millie Gibson, I apologize, I was unfamiliar with your game. Not only did she sell the suspense and fear that we're meant to feel towards, again, a character that we cannot actually see, but she also sold just that general feeling of isolation. This episode was really suffocating because Ruby, as it went on, got quieter and quieter, more and more still and stoic as she became increasingly lonely, losing the ones that she loved, the doctor, her parents, her friends. Millie Gibson sold depression and brokenness so well, themes that are very mature and you wouldn't expect from a younger actress, so I'm very actually impressed. I do really like that Ruby is recognizing Susan Twist's face now, like we're starting to finally unravel this mystery just a little bit. My personal theory is that the face is something that she remembers from the night of when she was born, and then much like the snow, the face just keeps on appearing wherever she is. So the characters are all just whoever they are, but the face is like her brain is genuinely creating the face of Susan Twist. So maybe Susan is some other. It was really funny seeing Anita Dobson as Mrs. Flood. Like, she just checks in, realizes that it has nothing to do with the doctor, and she just goes, well, I'm going back inside. Like, she's like, I'm not involved in this episode, I'll see you later. The timeline logic of it was very confusing. A lot about the episode was confusing, and I would say that's personally my downside of the episode. It was such a good and deep and ambiguous mystery throughout that I really felt like we were barreling towards a really big reveal that was gonna explain everything and make us go, oh, okay, and just, shed some light on things. But I guess they wanted it to have this like, leave it to the imagination kind of ending. I get that, I understand that, but it just makes me feel like I've kind of wasted my time learning all this information just to kind of come out with more questions than I had going in. Am I the only one that feels that way? What do you guys think? Like, I feel like the confusion was really good during the episode, it built the suspense, but then the reveal that the woman might have been Ruby all along, but also might not have been, but Ruby and the doctor would never know because they're not gonna remember. It just feels weird. I hope this episode is an important plot point to the finale. I hope it's not just a one-off standalone episode. I do like one-off standalone episodes like Blink, for example, but this one didn't feel like that. It felt like it was supposed to be really important. The complex timeline logic of it really felt like it's gonna be important to her character. And yes, I appreciate Doctor Who is leaning into fantasy, so explanations come less and less important, but it's still Doctor Who. Know your audience. We're gonna want the big brain answers for everything. But yes, as far as horror goes, I was terrified and had a great time. I went into this knowing it was gonna be a spooky themed episode based on like the trailers and just the tone immediately going in. And generally speaking, I was watching the episode completely fine. I was like, oh, that's a little spooky. Oh, that's fun. It's fun spooky, right? Then it gets to that final scene in the hospital room. Oh, that was scary. That one, I was damn near behind my sofa. Honestly, a really great showing. Millie Gibson's performance was friggin' incredible. I think it was a very well thought out script. In my mind, like, this was Russell T Davies saying, oh, they thought Stephen Moffat were the best episode of the season? No, this is my house. Like, Russell was like, let's relax. He gets his Christmas special. This is my time. And it's one of the best things about Doctor Who. We get such a wide range of stories. Like, none of these 4 episodes feel similar in tone at all. The zany, childish antics of space babies, the chaotic, kind of horrifying, but also theatrical elements of Devil's Cord, the singular character drama of Boom, and then this singular character dark horror drama of 73 Yards. Like, all of them feel quite distinct from each other, but also the through line really does intrigue you, and I hope we get some clear-cut answers by the finale. And yes, just in case you guys didn't know, the finale of Doctor Who, the two-part finale, I should say, will be going on cinema screens all across the UK. Personally, I don't know which one I'm going to yet, but I'm definitely going to be there. Probably a Central London one, so I can see you guys as much as possible, you know, whatever the busiest one is. As for the next episode, I have already seen Fine Time. Not allowed to say much. In fact, it's better if I don't say anything at all, because, you know, Russell and the gang will kill me. But I do have a lot of thoughts on it, which I'll explain in a week's time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'm really trying to grow this channel and get myself to 20K. I'm getting closer and closer to it, but it's a slow climb. Like this video if you did like it, and comment question of the day. How do you feel about having a Dr. Light episode this early on? Was it earned thanks to Millie's performance, or would you have preferred to get this in season 2? I like generally getting an idea of how the fandom's receiving these episodes as it goes on, because I find it very, you know, interesting. I appreciate you guys watching. I love chopping it up with you guys in the comments. I'll see you guys soon, and that's the tea.